do we have this? All right, if everybody's tuned in, it's old Swab here, fishing in Mexico. This is a special event they've got going for about 4 or 5 weeks. Different types of marlins, and here in Mexico fishing for black marlin. And I'm on the easy mode so that I could target these marlins, and I know sort of what they look like out there in the water. That you can see the fish swimming around out there. I don't see any right now. They're sort of tubular shaped, like those big yellow ones what you see out there on the surface, but those aren't them, because they should be green, as I have that yellow that shiner on there, and they should be green with the crawdad, and they're not green with either one. So there's no marlins, and I'll have to refresh the water, which means I look at this screen, I click on, see I'm in the normal mode, I'll click on hard, go back to normal, and that refreshes the water. It gives me different fish to look at, as you can see. And that's going to look like a marlin, that green one out there beside that yellow one. I think that's going to be one. It looks like it's on the surface. And my fishing partner is on break. I just came back from break, and I got back before she did. Game Bach, I don't know which profile she'll be on. She may be on that profile of Crazy RU, or is it Crazy UR? Anyhow, we'll find out when she gets here. I get it. She has both of those profiles, and I forget which one it was she's on. So we'll see when she gets back here. Hope y'all are doing okay. This is in Mexico. I'll look around a little bit. We'll watch this fish come in, then I'll look around so you can see what I'm seeing here. Hope you're doing well and that you enjoy the real VR fishing off the MetaQuest headset. I really like this virtual reality. It's really nice, and this is a really nice game where you can meet some nice people, socialize. I get on here every evening just about, and stream usually during the last hour, which is from 10 to 11 o'clock or so. Her and I are on here. We get on about 9 and we chat a little bit, and then I'll do the streaming. Hope y'all had a good day. I had a wonderful day today. I had a lunch with a pretty lady today. Happened to be married to her for 65 years, but or is it 60 years? I can't remember. Which is it? 60 years. Yeah, 60 years. And, so hopefully she's watching. Been a nice day here. It really has. Hadn't been too awful hot. I turned on the air conditioner just for a little bit and ran it a little while, but I checked the temperature before I came back into the game here, and it's 75, not humid, so it's not bad. There's our marlin, a black marlin. Let's see if I can get a look at it so y'all can see it. Yeah. The black marlin. Yep. And it ain't in my boat. You can see my boat here. It's hard for me to twist around in the chair. But this is what it looks like down here in Mexico where we're at. I don't know what spot in Mexico, but we're in Mexico. And that's what's nice about virtual reality. You can look all over the place. Let me get that fish off the line. And see, there's a cruise ship over there and at that town, wherever it's at. And big old rocks and strange formations on them. trying to move slow so as not to get you dizzy trying to keep up. And it looks pretty semi-desert. Reminds me a lot of Southern California. And then there's a big rock right there behind us. Yep. It's pretty nice in here. You can tell it's sunny and warm. So I hope y'all give a liking it and give a like and subscribe and tell your friends. That'd be real nice of you. Now I don't see another one of those fish like I'm wanting. And sometimes you only get one, sometimes you don't get any. There may be one there on the bottom. I can barely see it. I'm not sure if it is or not. I don't think it is. But I want to try to catch that fish, whatever it is. It's on the bottom. If you can see that green fish, it's down kind of deep. Nah, I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm not going to spend a lot. The fish went after the bait. So I'm just going to refresh my water. And do I see any marlins? So far, that might be one there. That one green one there. And that one's in the middle. The yellow ones are on the top. That green one's in the middle along with that red one. Then there's one that's faint down toward the bottom, the green one. But that torpedo-shaped one there, that's, I believe that's going to be a marlin. There he is. He's going after the bait. Yep, that's what it is. So we got black marlin on the line. Boy, if only they were that easy to catch, I guess. Well, there wouldn't be none left the way people commercially overfish all that. But anyhow, I hope you're enjoying, having a good day, and will subscribe. And I want to say a special shout out and a thank you to my grandson who helped me again today. And we did some phone time with, I guess it's called FaceTime on the phone there, where we're looking at each other. But I needed help again today because they did an update on a piece of software I use for streaming from the PC on the OBS, and it had me totally confused, but he was able to figure it out and get me going, and it was the first time he'd looked at that since it's had to update, so he had to just put on his thinking cap a little bit. But he and I talked a little bit in FaceTime, and I want to thank him. He's up north of me, a couple hours away, but thank you. Blue, we'll call him Blue. That's part of his stream there. Let's see. I can't remember. Or dadgummit, I'm going to give his stream name. I should to be able to. Anyhow, everybody calls him Blue, so I'll call him Blue. And maybe he's on here, and I don't know if he could get comments while I'm streaming on this or not. He said he'd be watching tonight while he's doing his homework. So I hope he's watching. And thank you today for taking the time to help me get that software, figure out how to use it. I appreciate it. C-A-L-E-X, Blue Boy, I think. C-A-L-E-X Blue Boy, I believe is the name of him. His stream. But he helps me out a lot and helped me get set up. I spent many hours just trying to get this old man here to learn how to do that. And I appreciate him taking that time. And it's been very helpful. He's taught me a lot of stuff. refresh the water again. See if we can get another marlin. Like I said, I'm on the normal mode, not the hard mode. And looks like one on the surface way out there. Yeah, it is. And there's one in the middle close up. We'll go for that distant one. We'll go for it first. See if we can't get him to take the bait. There he goes. Going to it. Yeah. There we got another marlin. A black marlin. Yes, sir. And again, I thank you for watching and watching my other streams on American Truck Simulator and my racing game on Gran Turismo 7. Oh, I enjoy those games. It's kind of crazy for a man my age, closing in on 80. I'll be 79 here in a month or two, and I enjoy my games, and you older folks, you can too. You can do this. You surely can. I figured it out, and with the streaming, I had to have a lot of help from my grandson, and then I had a lot of help from watching YouTube. But most of the stuff, like the PlayStation and the Oculus, I sort of just messed around with it and learned and watched YouTube and sort of figured it out. But the Oculus now, I've been fishing with my friend here for over 4 years now. We get on here almost every evening. We miss on occasion. So, life happens. And you see down the bottom of my screen, there's a little square box with a blue arrow. I'm thinking that's showing to me that I'm streaming. And there's another thing down there that says BeamX. I can't remember. BeamXR, I think. But anyhow, that's the streaming software that's on this Oculus. It's a free download, and I watched YouTube and learned how to do that. What's interesting on that, on the YouTube videos on how to use that, I don't know, these kids may have been 10, 12 years old. Most of them were the ones doing the how-to video on how to use it. And they talk faster than what I could hear on some of them, so. And I got it figured out after watching over and over, and finally got it worked out what they were trying to tell me what to do there. When you do it, I like they do, and do it for so long, you just take it for granted. People know what you're talking about, and that's not always the case. Yeah, my fishing partner ought to be coming back here pretty soon. I started streaming before she got here. Wanted to make sure I could. I've had a little trouble this evening being disconnected from my server. I don't know why that happens, but it does. And maybe that there's so many users on there. There's another marlin. That's a pretty good size one. Not a personal best, but it's a good one. Yeah, you see that thing? Yeah. You can see his snout sticking all the way out through the back of the boat. Yeah. That's something around to fish that big without a gaffing hook. And you can see it's 8,428 pounds. But the game with the object this contest is right there where it says 232.42 inches. That's what the game goes by, is the length of it. And, well, that's a long ways from being getting me into the top 10 on the length. Other things on here, it gives you 8 points in this easy mode. If I was in the other mode, expert mode, I'd probably get... I don't know, 12, maybe 15 points. I've caught 34 of them. I could release them to get experience, but I'm maxed out on experience. You see I'm level 20 up there. I get 2,130 credits. Credits is like money, I guess you'd say. I'm at the max level, and I've got 16,458,693 credits. Now, it used to be on the credits, the max was 300,000, but they did an update and changed that. So the max now is 1 billion. Yeah, so I don't think I won't spend the only thing I spend it on, sometimes they have new equipment you can purchase with those credits. It's not real money. They do have equipment you can spend real money on. But I personally don't do that. It's a game, and I'm not going to spend real money on that. I've already spent it on the game and on the DLCs for the game. I'm not going to spend money on virtual equipment. So, but you can't. They do make equipment that you can buy with credits, so that's what I do. In my baits, my live baits like these shiners and night crawlers and crawdads, you have to buy those, and I don't know, you get like 10 of them for 250 credits, and you have to buy your lures when you're lure fishing, because you lose lures every now and then, and you have to buy those. And you can buy outfits that you're wearing. And I bought all the outfits of men and women and everything, glasses, hats, I don't know what else they got, gloves and all kinds of stuff you could buy for outfits. I'll show you my outfit here in a little bit. I had to use this camera thing that they have where I could do a selfie, yeah. And it's an avatar. It's not me, by the way. It's an avatar, as you will see. You don't really see the person in this game. Even if I had a camera actually shining on me, you would see that all you're going to do is see me sitting here with a big virtual reality mask on my face, so there's not much to look at. It's not much to look at when you can see my face, but mostly you're going to be seeing this big white MetaQuest 3 face mask I have on. But I do like it. I use it quite often every day, and sometimes more. There's other games that I play on here, and I do enjoy. Don't do it as much as I used to, but it's still fun, and I hope it's still streaming. If not, well, I guess somebody will call me up and tell me. If my grandson's watching, maybe he'll tell me, but he don't know I want to call him if he can't, if it's not streaming. So there you go. Oh well, I'm just hoping for the best on it. Let's get this Marlin in here and see what we got on it. We know it's a black Marlin. I'd like to get a big one. Let's say 203 inches, not near big enough. Let's see if I could get that camera up and see that live thing right there. It says live. And it's going to bring up this camera. There I am. I can see me. I'll move it back a little bit. There I am. Hey. Yeah, that's me sitting on my boat. Yeah. See, I dress like that when I go fishing. I'm all dressed up in a fancy hat there, and my night tie, and like my glasses, and like that mustache. Now, I've got a white mustache, but I wouldn't say it's that neat, and the white hair. My black coat with the handkerchief in the pocket. Yeah. But, yeah. It'll work. See? There you go. That's all you see. We don't even get no legs in a game. See that? They don't give us no legs. We only get the upper part. Yeah. And I can turn around. You can see different things in here. So, that's what my avatar looks like, and that's how I dress. Not always. No, I don't dress like that all the time. I wear different outfits, but that's one I wear pretty often. Hey, there we go. Turn the whole thing sideways. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, you can't see my left hand. As you can see, I only have one hand on this avatar. Yeah. Yep. Well, I'll say goodbye to my avatar. I'm going to turn it off. Let me see if I remember how. Oh, yeah, I remember how. I've got to move it over here, then hit that live button again. And there she goes. I'm gone. Yeah. Pretty neat, huh? And that's just stuff that sort of learn as you go along. And that looks like it might be another Marlin out there. Got that torpedo shape, and that was a bad cast. Maybe I'll swim back over toward it. Now he's going the other way. I've got to cast again. See if we can't get closer to him. That happens a lot. Sometimes you don't get that exactly where you want it. Now he's just ignoring that. There he goes. You see my line turn pink? That means he's nibbling. When it turns bright red, he'll take a bite. There it goes. Set the hook. It's not a hard game to learn. A little bit, you got to learn a little bit, but it's not hard. And the more you do it, a couple of weeks, you have it down pretty pat. Usually, it took me a couple of weeks, and Lord, the number of fish I lost while I was learning. I didn't get frustrated. I knew I could do it. There are a lot of people doing it, little kids are doing it. I said, dadgum, I could do this. And I finally got it figured out, and been doing it for a long time now and really enjoy it. And some fish are harder to catch. These marlins are hard to catch, and sharks put up a good battle, and some sharks more than others. And then there's other fish that put up a big battle, like a wahoo. Man, they fight hard. They fight real hard. The freshwater fish, there's some that are pretty big, like the green sturgeon. That'll break your line. Oh, there she is, coming back on. Crazy you are, it is. I've seen it. The little box comes up because, well, we follow each other on here. It's sort of like subscribing to each other, and so I know when she comes on, and she knows when I come on. Well, I think she does. But she'll be popping in here in just a minute now. That just showed that she's got into the game, and once she's in the game, she's got to log into the room, because we have a private room, and she's got to put in the code and come into the room. And hopefully she won't have any problem getting on. We'll see here. She ought to be showing up anytime. Coming in pretty good. There it is. Another Marlin. Hello, Mr. Marlin. Yeah. Let's see, do I see any more out there? No, I don't. See, there's a yellow one down there. It's got that torpedo shape, but it's not a Marlin because it's yellow, and it should be green with that. See, I got a crawl down on my line. I don't know if y'all can see that. And I could change that. There's the shiner. So, and some of those green fish out there, they're just the wrong shape. I know the shape of that Marlin, and that's not it. But we're going to refresh the water. There's one out there. I believe, yep, that's one out way out there, that green one. So we're going to try to get it. And he swims the other way from my bait. Now that's just like real fishing, ain't it? There we go. He's a biting now. He's a nibbling. got him hooked anyhow. Won't say we got him till he's laying here on the boat. But Mexico's actually the newer DLCs, downloadable contents. You pay extra for them. It was like $9. And gave us a few more places to fish, and that's what I was trying to stream yesterday when it didn't work, and because you could do it on what they call the casual mode in Mexico, and there's eagles come down there. Matter of fact, you got a perch, an eagle will land on it, and you can feed it fish, and it'll catch fish and drop them to you too. So that's pretty neat. Well, I don't know where she went. Well, I'll have to go to check. She may think, she may went into the room and think I wasn't on here. So I'll have to go check, because I know she came on. So after I get this fish in, I'm going to stop the stream. Now I may start it up again once I get with her, so she can have a little air time there, but I'm getting the feeling that she should have been in here already, and she probably didn't find my room for some reason or another. It happens. It happens to us quite often, that for some reason our room that we'll make doesn't show up on the list. And so she went and made her own room, because she said, well, I'm not back, she'll make a room. So we're running out of time. It's 10:48, so I'll see what's going on as soon as I get this in. And hopefully the streams are working. I'll know here in just a second if it is or not. Yeah. Alrighty. We're gonna stop the stream here. If it's still streaming. Let's see, Beam. Yep, still streaming. And I'll start it again here in a minute.